And hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another day. All right. So let's see what we can do today. So we've got him set up, we've got him set up. Let's get Kamul set up, see if he can join the party. Trying to get some fell beasts today. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue with these three guys loaded up with the archers, but we will see. Gotta start stocking up that gold. Anyone joining, as always, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask them in chat. I'll try and clear up whatever I'm able to. This is a great game, but there is a lot to learn, that's for sure. A lot to wrap your head around. Alright, so we got 15 minutes until that's a go. Wow. Jeez. That is an angry Angmar. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you're new, thank you very much for joining. Any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and clear up whatever I'm able to. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. We've got 15 minutes to wait here until we can attack some fell beasts. I think I need the game sound up a little more here. Let's try that. See how that sounds. If I need to adjust any of the audio levels, please let me know. I will get on that as soon as I can. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, my fort's just at a range up here. Not so excellent. Alright. Mr. Sharku, you can get over here. Hey, I got a like. I'll take that. Well, thank you, whoever that was. Much appreciated. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I'll try and clear up whatever I'm able to. I've got some commanders on the march here. We are going to try and get some fell beasts today. That is the goal, at least for right now. I think these will be a pretty exciting unit to use. Finally get some speedy marches. And then when we are able to declare war again, which is only 6 hours away, we will be taking Ashen Plains Keep. Rohan put up a good fight at the crossing, but we were able to break through. It was a good fight. It was definitely a good fight. Look at this guy just running right past him. Slow down. Hey, how's it going, Selgex? Welcome to the stream. It's funny, it says I've got this Stream Elements bot thing running, but I honestly have no idea what it does. So, that's going to be something I have to figure out later. But I got overlays working. So, at least I think I did. So yeah, Selgex, I'm not sure if you just saw that, but I am attempting Fell Beasts. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to do 400,000 siege damage without the war buff. So, what? Okay, that's math time. Sorry for a moment, I gotta do some math here, see if I can do 400,000 damage between these three guys. I should be able to, but... Alright, so I'm doing what, 30%, so 117, 360 times 0.30. Okay, so that's 35. That sucks. Almost 120,000 siege damage drops to 35,208 without a war buff. Alright, so there's that. How much does he have? 106. $420. I like it. Times 0.30, so 31. 926. Yes, Fell Beast, I want to. I go in the game a moment. Sounds good, Selgex. I will share the reports from the Fell Beast attack with the faction and the warband, so everybody knows what they're up against. If you see here, everybody that I'm sending is going pretty... is going pretty heavy archers. Because these things are very weak to archers. That's okay. How long of a delay is that? It's 82.5. That sucks. Alright. Come on, backspace. 82. 5 times 0.30. Oh, 24,750. That sucks. Alright. So 35,208 times how many attacks do you have? 6. Okay, yeah, we're good. 211. 248. I may have to use all their stamina, but should be all right. 31. 926 times 6. 191. 556. And then 24,750 times probably 6. Hey, look at that. 148,500. All right. So, 211, 248, plus 191, 556. That'll do it. Sounds good. Gonna have to use all the stamina pretty much on, well, I guess between the three of them, they'll save some. All right. All right, 5 minutes away. Skane Gaming, how's it going, my man? Welcome back. I'm going for some fell beasts today. I want my birdies. It's the only way Mordor has fast marches. And then, what is it? We got 6 hours. So yeah, but 12 hours. Oh, midnight. Ouch. So maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be taking Ashen Plains. Got a bunch of resources saved up, a bunch of gold saved up. As soon as I take this, I am going to recruit a bunch of my fell beasts. Against archers, they suck, but against any ground-based units, they are extremely nice. It'll be interesting to see what kind of compositions we can come up with using these guys. They're beasts. Do we have any commanders that work well with beasts specifically? I don't think Grimma's got anything. This guy's all about himself. Nazgul usually work well with beasts, but this guy doesn't seem to have anything. Yeah. I believe it is. Let's just go to my barracks here. Our mounted units are actually kind of weird. These guys, the tier 3 Easterling mounted units, they only have a speed of 122, whereas our raiders have a speed of 133. Those, I believe, are the fastest units that Mordor naturally has access to. Our trolls are all pretty slow. Yeah, archers, anything on foot is going to be around the 60 to, 50 to 60, maybe 70, unless you're a Dunedain. Yeah, these guys 75, a little bit faster. 88, wow, there we go. And then I don't know about Mumma kills. They might be faster. Where was an easy Mumma kill camp to find down here? I thought I had pinned one, but... Come on, where is one? I know we got some. What's this? Yeah, okay, Mumma kill camp. Yeah, even Mumma kills are only 83. So, I think Fell Beasts for the evil side in general are probably the fastest way to travel. I don't think Isengard, Angmar, or Rune would have anything with a naturally faster speed than 250. Yeah. And then if you've got commanders that have speed bonuses on gear or anything like that, you can get that probably closer to, 300. And it's going to be interesting to see what that does, what these guys bring to the field. I mean, they're not terribly expensive to conscript. A buddy of mine told me to save up RSS and gold for them, but I mean, sure, 2,400 gold. But in terms of iron and grain, man, I conscript trolls, all right? This is nothing. 6,000 and 6,750, that's cheap. Yes, Eisen has South Ithilien. They came in and started smacking Gondor around. This server, I'm starting to sense it's in a bit of a sad state. I think Dwarves, Isengard, and Mordor are about the only 3 factions anymore that have heavily active players anyway. The northern elves up here might still be pretty active, trying to fight off the dwarves. As far as I know, the elves that were down here, Timon, I know Kaori, from what I hear, has quit, so I don't know what the rest of that fellowship is doing. I've been hearing a lot of Gondor players that have quit, unfortunately. I know Rohan was pretty demoralized after we broke through here. So there's still a month left. I'm hoping people's spirits pick up a little bit. Yeah, just 1 second. Now I will admit my numbers on the leaderboards aren't that high, but if we look here, Isengard. Oh wow, we have some Gondor people in the top 20. I like that. Some elves, or at least one elf. Hey, there's Felix. I knew he'd be up there somewhere. Firewind, yeah, doesn't surprise me. I was sad to see Firewind and Sperry leave, but I hope they've found success and happiness with their new war band. Personal production, that one looks a little bit different. There's a lot of elves and Mordor scattered in, Gondor as well. And then the Warband and Fellowship production tab. We've been holding 10th place. And the Fellowships and Warbands are actually pretty evenly distributed, in my opinion. I mean, we've got Sor up at the top, yeah, but Timon is still in second. Gondor here is still in third, heavily. You got Dwarves following up, another Gondor faction. Elves, Rohan. And people were giving us crap. Rohan was trying to give us crap about picking on them. About Volspi, I think, is the leader of Sor. Power, Ring, Fellowship. I think S3. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing to see happen. I don't know if players realize just how even things can really get come the end game. You know, early on when you see things like this start to happen, yes, it can be demoralizing. But once more people on the server start getting level 50s, you know, everyone's basically on a level playing field at that point, and it comes more down to teamwork, cooperation, tactics, troop counters, and knowledge of the game, really. We've seen a lot of come from behind victories from factions that looked down and out, but they just held together, worked together, and, you know, started moving really strong near the end. And I have faith that that could happen again, but it would require those fellowships regaining the faith. All right, let's give this a shot. Here we go. Oh crap, they're gonna be low. I'm gonna have to refill them on troops. That's gonna throw my siege numbers off here. Crap. Ah. Alright, well, hopefully I can still do this. Hopefully they don't kill too many guys. Hey Estelle, how's it going? Thank you for joining. I don't know if you just heard that little spiel there, but I do feel that some of the factions that feel down and out, they do still have hope. I don't like hearing all these stories about people quitting. You know, it's all about teamwork. Yes, because we don't have an active war declaration right now, and because Rohan owns Ashen Plains, I'm only doing 30% siege damage. So I had worked out the math that I've got more than enough to do it, but it depends on how many losses I take. Oh wow, that went surprisingly well. Holy crap. Yeah, okay. Huh. Cool. That was easy. Let's heal some troops up here. Let's speed that up just because we do not want to wait. Because I'm impatient like that sometimes. Yeah, like I said, for me anyway, it's going to be after midnight when the declaration activates. I mean, I'll likely still be on at that time, but that's beside the point. If we wait till the morning, it'll just give people a little bit more time to try and get ready. Alright, so how long do I have? I've got an hour. He's still looking healthy. Let's get you reinforced. Oh wait, actually, 106,000? Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. And what about you? What can we do for you? Sure. Anything for you? Not worth it. Let's go. You can just start things off, come Agzok. Oh, I hope I did my math right, and I hope I still have enough now. This is gonna be such a friggin' fail. if I fail. But it'll be funny, so let's see. At least I'm not wasting a ton of troops on a 260 like I did last time. I said I was going to share those reports with people. So... Oh man, 106. Yeah, I don't know. This is looking dicey. What can I do here to kind of guarantee this? You guys do 17 siege, you guys do 19 siege, so let's go with you guys and fill up with you guys. 92,000. Alright, that's alright. Let's send you guys. What's this? That's my beasties, so we'll send you guys over here. Sharku over here. Can you make it? No. I'm sure you can get here. Yep. Nah. Alright, so with this guy coming in, he should be able to do the last bit of damage, no problem. Yes, we have finally reached the keep, and I will now have a fort at least within striking distance. So tomorrow we probably go on Ashen Plains. Should probably put an announcement out about that. Let's just do it as a pin. Anyone unaware of warband pins yet? These things are really, really handy. What time would be good? I guess we should probably figure that out before we put out an announcement. Let's see. Yeah, they got Isengard to worry about. Whoa, what the heck happened there? How's it going? Welcome back, Lawrence. Thank you for tuning in again. As you can see there, we've made it to the keep. And I am chipping away, slowly but surely, at this mountainous lair. Trying to get myself some fell beasts. It's tough though, because I'm not doing the full siege damage. I guess I could have just waited till tomorrow. But I do think I'll be able to get it. It's just gonna take a little longer. If there's anyone new joining us, as always, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I'll try and cover whatever I can. There's too many stories of that, Lawrence. Sad to see you leave. None of the factions here are out of it yet. There's still a month to go. They're only done when everyone gives up. I've been in that situation numerous times myself where it just feels impossible. But you just give it time. As I said, once everyone has some level 50s to start bringing to the battlefield, things get a lot more even. Because even as strong as Isengard is, they can't defend everywhere at once. That was exactly what Gondor had to do on server 1 when we were against the elves. We had to start hopping back and forth from the east side of the map to the west side of the map just to draw their forces away so that we had a little bit of time to do anything. I just get in 7 hours. Nice. And that's the benefit to starting again, is, you know, you do get to use what you've learned to improve and see how much faster you're able to do certain things now that you know what to prioritize. So I mean, the main thing is that you're having fun, Lawrence. If you're enjoying yourself on server 8, more power to you. I will miss you here, but it's good to know we'll always be able to talk on the streams if you join in. We had some good fights. Oh, we have a couple new people joining us. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I will try and cover whatever I can. This is Lord of the Rings: Rise to War. It's a great strategy game on mobile. Unfortunately, because the servers are full for this beta, they did remove it from the Play Store for the time being. Problem is when I try diplomacy. Yeah, I will definitely agree with that. Diplomacy in this game can be hard sometimes. It's really, really nice when it works. But sometimes you just come up against some stubborn people that don't want to work work together. And you know, sometimes they have good reasons for it, other times they're just being stubborn, but all you can do is try. And you know, I don't totally blame them there, Lawrence, for not trusting the dwarves. I imagine I could be burning some bridges by saying this, but I mean, I don't know if I completely 100% trust them myself, even though Tills and us are allied, which has already been out in the open, so it's not like I'm spoiling anything there. But they seem to be the wild card on this server. It really seems like they could throw a wrench into the works of anybody's plans if they decided to. They seem to have active players in numbers. They seem to have the strength. And they seem to work together really well. So definitely not someone to be forgotten. Alright, so we got under halfway. How many attacks do we have left? 4, 1, and 3. And then he's got his full 6. So I think we got it. It's freaking scary. Small tip, don't try and do this stuff without a war declaration. And really, when you're faced with the situation you are on this server, that's all you can do, Lawrence, is try and reach out, try and talk to whoever you can, and see, what you're able to work out to maybe even just buy some time. That's rough. Well, as I said, I hope you're having fun on server 8. Hopefully you find more success over there. I'm not sure who joined that server, if that's all new players, or if there's any veterans over there. I haven't created an account on that server. Alright, so he's 5 minutes out. We're getting through it. Slowly but surely. Chipping away here. Alright, last attack from Exarch. Send in Kamul once again. Oh. What? I didn't call this one a Q&A. I mean, they all basically are. I don't have any problems answering any questions asked, if I can, but I thought I gave this one a different title. Again, still kind of new, so a lot to learn. I'm getting there, Selgex. I'm getting there. Oh, if you mean like dwarves get Elven King Halls, yeah, I can understand why elves would have a problem just giving that up. Considering they already sacrificed Rivendell. They would only have one capital left that's already got Isengard staring right at it. 85,000. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get my birdies. I did try to, Kaz, but I didn't have enough troops to refill everybody. I threw every single archer and every troll I could on these guys before I sent them. But that's why I got this guy moving in for backup, just in case. I think we're gonna get it here with a few other guys, a few more hits, but just in case, AK is a minute out. That's a rate, no faction. Well, that's kind of a good thing. I mean, if everyone on server 8 is starting with the same level of knowledge of the game, then you know, you guys might have a more genuine feel for I don't know, kind of early pacing. On some of the servers that veterans get on, I find you can really start to see early keeps and early regions getting taken really early because people know where they want to go, what they want to do from the start. When you get a bunch of new players together, nobody really knows what's going on. They don't understand the importance of keeps. They don't know how to move around the map if they haven't watched my videos, haha. You know, so the servers can play out a little bit more slowly when they're populated by newer players, which can be a good thing. Because look at us right now. We're, what, 2 weeks into this server? And, you know, this is the state of it. We've got a bunch of people quitting with a month left to go because they just feel it's hopeless. So, I personally am not opposed to a bit slower pacing sometimes. Alright, Grimma, you got this? 40 grand? Probably not. Let's send Mr. AK 10 minutes. I should have my birdies in 10 minutes at the most. Well, have access to them. And then I'll start recruiting them. And then it'll take, I don't know, 6 hours to get a dozen of them maybe. No, I don't know. We'll find out. It'll be good. So, spoiler alert for anyone that we're going to fight in the future. I'm going to have birds. Stock up on archers. I'll just send my birds with snipers all the time. There we go. Birds, snipers, and mountain trolls. I like that combination. That sounds good. Are the audio levels all right, Lawrence? I tried out a new, I'm trying a new streaming software for this one. So I had to readjust all my audio settings. Just want to make sure that my audio is coming through okay, the game audio is coming through all right, the background music a little bit, nothing's overpowering too bad. If so, I can make some adjustments. 8,000, really? You cheap prick. Alright, he's gonna have an attack left. Yep, so we don't need you. Go away. Let's go get him. Go get him. That makes sense. I'm gonna get out of here. Stop revealing. That's the thing, Kaz. I actually never got to use Eagles on the good faction. I never got up to Airy Rock, so I don't really know how Eagles play. But it does make sense that you use them in that fashion. Huzzah! Freaking success, man. Let's go. Dang, yeah, they actually surprised me coming down into Ithilien. I knew they were in the area, but I didn't actually think they were marching down to take Osgiliath like that. That was a bit of a shock to me. You were gonna put all of your siege players in one fellowship? I don't know. That would be a different tactic, I guess. Hey, look at the birdies. Alright, so what do we want? Damage received from melee units. Yeah, we're going to want to upgrade that. As I said in my video, usually when I get a new unit, I come in and get them both to 5 first. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, what would be the... But we would see the new fellowship declare war, and they would still have to position themselves near minus Morgul for that to have worked. So even if I hadn't seen, or even if we hadn't seen the normal Gondor fellowships declare war, if we had seen a new fellowship declare war and all of a sudden start stacking commanders in a position to siege minus Morgul, we would have responded just the same, really. I think it's really hard to perform an actual sneak attack because that 6-hour preparation call goes out as soon as you declare. So your enemies, if they're smart and are able to predict that that they are your target, they're going to have 6 hours to prepare. Got 33,000 left. Yeah, let's just stick with that for now. How many can I get? What? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. So 65 of them, doesn't cost anything here. Alright then, so what do we want to conscript along with them? We're going to be fighting. We've still got 5,000 of them. Let's go with that for now. Ah, gotcha. I should have my Reapers now. Yes, I do. All right. So I've now got all the units unlocked. All right. Oh man, I can afford that for those, but jeez, that's expensive. How do we want to do this? We've got a bunch of stone. Yes, I did get my fell beasts. Took quite a bit longer and a lot more stamina than I anticipated, but we got it. That's all that matters. Was able to get both the Fellbeast skills up to 5 right away. I guess that's why I couldn't conscript as many of them though. I spent a bunch of gold increasing their friggin' skills before I conscripted them. Well, that's alright. I'll still get 65. Alright, and I just bartered. So what else do we want? We've got 20 of them on a commander. Still got 165 of them. $6,000. Okay, we need more of you. Whoop. And then more of you. That'll work for me for now. That barracks is starting to look a little bit healthier. Over the halfway mark. I'll take it. Okay, so I think I'm going to barter the rest of this for a mock battle. Do I have a high level tile around here somewhere? Oh Christ, these guys are gonna start getting stronger now, aren't they? Just remembered that. We're gonna have to deal with them. Yeah, all my mock tiles are back in Gorgoroth. So I'm gonna have to take one over here. What's this? It's just a 10. That'll be alright. Do I have any 230s? Oh. We're getting 300 there. Not trying that yet. That smacked me silly. We got 12 there. Jeez. 10 might have to do it for now. Just the 200 would be better than nothing. Yeah, more 200s over here. Another 260. No 230s. Come on. You're getting too close to the AI anyway. Of course, there's a 230 right beside this friggin' Legionnaire. Right. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna just grab this one then. Mike B, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. For PvP/PvE, that depends. Are you playing good factions or evil factions? You're Mordor. Nice. Well, for us, now it's all dependent. I do have a video on troop counters and unit compositions. See if I can show you an example here. These are all the siege. Where's one of the actual... Okay. So, right here. Mike, this is an example of a counter where I knew I wanted to go after these fell beasts, and one of the things the fell beasts have, you know, they receive 60% less damage from melee units, but they receive 30% more damage from archers, from any ranged units. So I made sure that when I was going after these tiles, that I had a bunch of archers. And because our mountain trolls have massive presence, I figured that would be a good unit to include with them to allow the archers to try and do as much damage as possible. With this one, as you can see, I didn't have more snipers to give this guy, so I gave him a bunch of the Morgul Arbalests, even more trolls, and then just some Ravagers to round that off. And Kamul, I had both snipers and arbalests, as well as some mountain trolls to help take that out. This is one of the key things I got to in that troop counter composition video, is that your battle reports are going to be your best friend when deciding what troops you're going to use in either PvP or PvE. You just need to come in and start reading this unit information. For each battle, you'll get to see the skills that the enemy has, the damage, the health, the defense, speed, all of that stuff. So if there's anything that you're facing that is a hard counter to what you're sending in, I don't know if I've got an example of that. But yeah, when I'm going for PvE as evil, for example, you know, I can use something like this. I can use this setup. A lot of the times I'll have this with mountain trolls when I'm going after PvE. PvP, it's all dependent on what faction I'm going to be fighting. The reason that we've got so many raiders and spearmen right now is because we were just fighting Rohan, who use a lot of horses. And so these units are really good counters to horses. Or any mounted unit, really. So again, when it comes to troops themselves, it's really dependent on the skills each of them have and which ones are able to counter which other ones. Commanders, I've found for the evil side that any commander that has the discipline skill, the anticipation skill, anyone that can inflict madness or stuns are great commanders to have. The other big ability that I find really important for evil commanders to have is a heal block. There are a lot of commanders on the good side that have heals, and so being able to stop at least even just one round of that every 3 rounds is pretty good. I've been personally underwhelmed by some of these commanders down at the bottom. The reason I don't use Lurtz more is because I don't have him at rank 3. But if you do have Lurtz at rank 3, this is a really powerful skill. I've seen a lot of good Gorbag reports. I know Khaldun with the Spear Dancer build is also really popular. This is a new one that I'm trying. He seems interesting with ranged units. So it's all about what you're comfortable with, which commanders you have, and building them the right way. Agzok, for example, I went all might in order to maximize the amount of damage that he does, and that seems to work really well. Commanders like the Nazgul, a lot of the time you're going to want higher focus. Same with someone like Grima. Certain commanders like Maltok benefit from a higher speed. And so looking at those stats, trying to figure out which units you're going to be using on those commanders, that's going to help dictate the gear that you equip them with, the abilities that you're using, all of that. Hey, we're like a third of the way to level 30. Nice. Not a problem, Mike. I hope they help. Okay, I think since I'm gonna have to retool the troops on these commanders anyway before I do anything else, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. Yes, face cam. Hello, Rod Law. Oh, did you see the end of Wednesday's stream when I had to turn the face cam off? I was streaming late at night and there wasn't enough light in the room for the blue screen behind me. So I thought it would look odd if I was sitting here with a big blue curtain behind me. So I figured I'd just turn. Wow, hello France. Big love from me. Yeah, for sure, Mike. There's a lot of things to learn that are able to, there's a lot that can be learned the hard way, which isn't fun. So anything I can do to help clear that up, I'm happy to. I find for Mordor, some of the units I've been focusing on were the Crushers, the Snipers. I did invest some in the Arbalests, but I mean, the Trolls are our kind of bread and butter units, especially the Mountain Trolls. The Alchemists should not be overlooked, though. They are an extremely high damage and high siege unit. Well, welcome, Rod. Welcome, Rod. Jeez, my tongue is all messed up right now. I'm very glad to have you. Any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I will try and clear them up. I'm just waiting on these guys to get back. Wow, Rod, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's awesome to hear. I really hope they help. That's why I do it. I just want to try and make the game a little bit easier for new people. I hope you're enjoying the game. I haven't actually been using Dragoons very much, Mike, and the main reason for that is because I was really surprised at how slow they are for a mounted unit. They'd probably be really good to use against archer-heavy compositions. But I just have a hard time justifying using them over raiders most of the time, to be honest. They're faster, they do more damage. They do more damage to mounted units, so they can deal with, you know, most of Gondor's units, most of Rohan's units, Bow Knights. I gotta start investing in that, but I don't have, I've got 2,000 gold. Oh my god, I haven't been that low on gold in a long time. He got back, so let's adjust him. What's his name's got them, doesn't he? Yes, he's got all my crushers, and I've only got 2,000 crushers. That's no good. Alright, I gotta read those later. Okay, well, while I am waiting on AK here to return to the settlement, I am going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back in about 10 minutes. Any that are still with me, we will continue, and thank you very much. Any that have to leave, thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, good luck on the battlefield. I will be back. Oh, that's the one. Okay. All right, and here we go. Woo! And we are back, and I remembered to unmute my mic. Like I did that once Wednesday night. Forgot to unmute my mic when I came back. That just don't work. Doesn't work at all. There we go. Now we're back. As soon as it transitions. And Mr. Azru Core is back. Alright, we'll get rid of those. Ah, he's still recovering stamina. Alright, so... we got 2,000 of these guys. We're gonna be going, we're probably gonna end up against trolls, maybe some mounts. Alright, well, let's just throw you some mountain trolls because they work really well with you. Some snipers and halberdiers in case you get some ranged. Yeah, it's all right, I think. Ranged units as well as some trolls to protect them. Alright, let's see what you guys can do. Where are we at? Where's that? There it is. I gotta get 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Mr. Maltok, you can be our scout. Christ, you could actually hit it. Let's throw some halberdiers on you as well. If you do come up against the ranged. Yeah, sure, that works. Well, hopefully these aren't any tactical messages. Do we have our fortress down here yet? Yes, it looks like we do. Excellent. Mr. Sharku. Yeah, I think you can go. You can come down here. Oh, that might have been a bit of a spoiler. Alright. So 251, 317. Yeah, I mean, let's scout it out. See what's on here, at least for the first comm. Doesn't really matter. We're both going anyway. Most likely. Alright, that went pretty well. Maltalk versus Maltalk. 317, 251, so let's send you first. I see we have one more person joining us. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back. Any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I will try and cover whatever I can. If I don't know the answer, we can find out together. That delay really makes it tough. People jump in and then leave before they hear me greet them. I swear I try and greet everyone that jumps in. I never did check to find out if I wound up on, what was it, Belgian national TV? That was a funny one the other day. Well, I guess I was sending the other guy too, wasn't I? Alright, Kamul, go do it. Any questions about good faction units, good faction commanders? I do have an account on server 1 that is Gondor. I can switch over to that at some point if anyone wants more in-depth clarification on anything there. I guess we might as well come down here and deal with these guys, eh? We're not doing anything else. Wait till I take this. I'll just be able to shortcut down here to this guy. Oof. Not bad, 50,000 damage on that one. Oh, we lost 51 trolls. That's rough. Let's just take a look here and see what kind of burn damage we got. Let's see if this guy's worth it. Oh my god, he avoided that one too. Ugh. Yay, there we go. 2 whole units. Ouch, that was not a good round. Raider did not affect Sniper. That sucks. Yeah, that was not a great battle for him. Awesome. Took it down though. Yeah, go home. Oof, eat up pretty much the rest of my gems. I might end up doing it. Hello, if you're new, welcome to the stream. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Any questions, feel free to ask. If I can answer them, I will. If I don't know the answer, we'll try and find it out together. He's only got 1 attack left. Crap. Alright then. Gotta rethink what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these on some different commanders. Grimma's got an attack. Agzok's got an attack. Ugthak is ready to go. Alright, we might be able to do this. Spending all that stamina on the fell beasts first thing. Kind of put my heavy hitters out of commission for a few hours. Worth it though. try and attack this thing, he's probably just going to pull him right back. He might end up friggin' reinforcing. Oh, so I think I gotta be careful on how I decide to attack this. It should go down pretty easy if I can get a hit in. But there's a lot of commanders around he could send to defend it. And I think they're all 35s. Yeah. There's 4 right there. 5. But we can't just leave them there anymore. They're gonna start moving on us. Oh, who's this guy? Legionnaire Grog. Oh boy, look at that. Yeah. Alright. Yep, we gotta turn back and deal with some of these guys today. Who do we have in the free agent list? I mean, it's basically, that's their personal production, eh? Actually not terrible. I don't think any of them are active though. Send out the invites anyway. We will see. Is it? Is it actually running? Because, I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe I haven't programmed it. I should probably just go with Arbalests. So he's got some troops. I think he's faster than Ugthak, so let's give you some raiders. Yep, you're fast. Let's send you down here. Yeah, the server has definitely gotten a bit quieter, it seems, with all the people leaving. Not quite as much. Oh god, I gotta drop tiles before I can even continue. Crap, I was supposed to do that last night. Oops. Alright. So, looks like we're waiting 15, almost 16 minutes for a drop tile. Back up to 3. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you are returning. Any questions? Feel free to ask. I will try and answer them the best I can. Why do I still have this thing? Oop, there we go. I'm just waiting on some tiles to drop right now because once I take this one, I cannot continue as I will reach my tile limit. It's always a pain in the butt to reach tile limit. Always happens at the worst times. But I'm pretty sure it's something everyone has dealt with. And if you haven't dealt with it yet, I'm sure you will. If you are just joining us, we successfully got the Fell Beasts earlier. I think that's this one here. Yes, it is, my beasties. And we have, I believe, 65 Fell Beasts currently conscripting. We already have 10 of them. How much longer do we have on this fort? Oh, we're back up to 5. Well, hello, everybody. If you are new, welcome. If not, welcome back. Great to have you. We're just doing some waiting right now. We've got an hour to wait before this fort is available for use. Hey, welcome back, Rod. We've got, I believe, 15 minutes or less now. Yeah, before these tiles drop, and we can move in a little bit closer and try and take out these AI camps. These guys are just a pain in the butt. And with them getting stronger, being this close, especially to my settlement, I don't feel comfortable. So we're going to be dealing with that, since we are waiting on a war declaration. Anyway, we have 4 more hours until we can declare war again. Wow, look at all the war declarations, though. Mordor's hidden weapons are at war. Have these been cleared out or no? Okay. So these are still here for the moment. That's fine. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the Gondor players have left, and I don't know how coordinated they are anymore. Excuse me. So if there are any new people that have joined, any questions about the game, feel free to ask. If I do know the answer, I'm happy to help. If I don't know the answer, we can try and find it out together. I'm sure somebody has the answer somewhere. What server do you play on, Mike? Gondor generally are a pretty decent threat. They're usually one of the more popular factions on the good side from what I've found. I find Gondor and Elves, for the good factions, are generally the 2 most popular. Dwarves and Rohan kind of get shafted sometimes. Oh, you're on server 7. On talent for commander. Yeah, I don't know anything about server 7, Mike. I'm curious to maybe see if I can start an account on some of these other servers, just to see the state of them. So Gorbag and Gothmog. All right, let's take a look at. We got Gorbag here. I don't use Gorbag a whole lot myself, Rod, but when I was looking at his skills, Interrogator and Restrain go hand in hand. Old Orc is a good one if you want to use Dress Wounds, because most healing in the game is affected by your focus stat. So a higher focus will translate into a higher healing. This is alright if you plan on using him as a commander for tips. If you do have him to respect 3, then Grey Leader, you know, he just reduces the damage received to orcs. That would be 15% at the end, and then also give them 1 HP. That's got the march speed, and then the Orcish Warlord there. That wouldn't be terrible. Speed on units in combat. That generally dictates which unit is going to act first. So if your orcs end up with a higher speed than your opponents, they'll end up attacking first in combat, which can have a pretty decent effect sometimes. And then the damage received, so that's going to go up to 14%. I believe, speed plus 14 and minus 14% damage on that. And then this is on Shagrat as well. It is good, I think. I'm using it on Shagrat. I still need to do more testing with him to find out. Does he have... Yeah, because this Enrage skill here, you have a 30% chance of succumbing to madness, but it increases the damage that all your allied units do. And if you get this to max, then all of your orcs become immune to madness. So you just load up a commander like this with orcs. You end up getting a bunch of bonus damage from this. This goes up to plus 30%, plus 30% bonus damage as well. So you get a lot of bonus damage from these two skills, and then your orcs aren't affected by madness. Gothmog, this one, he's an odd one, I will say that. But the one main thing he's got is he's got the second in command tree, which I would suggest going for because it always has discipline, which ends up giving all of your allied units plus 35 defense at max. Anticipation, which is a great skill. Reapers, I think, from what I've talked with some of my other faction mates, Reapers will benefit from this highly. They generally have the lowest defense of any composition that you put them in, and their damage bonus activates from round 5 onwards. So if they can avoid 4 rounds worth of attacks, then they should be at pretty decent numbers in order to make use of that bonus. He does have Overlord here, deal 1 damage to an allied target. Now this one doesn't work like the Snagathrax. Snagathrax, they deal damage to an allied unit, but the damage bonus applies to the Snagathrax. Those are the Isengard T4 unit. This one, it sounds like he will deal 30% physical damage to an allied target, and that target will get a damage boost modified by focus. And at max, this will give him an extra 15 focus. So with a commander like this, as you can see, if you start looking at some of the abilities like this, something like the Crippled, you can kind of see that this is going to be a focus-based commander. He doesn't really want to do physical damage, but he's going to be healing units, keeping them alive. Really, that seems like an odd one for this guy to have. Deals 30% burn damage every round and damage received plus 3.5% for 2 rounds. Huh, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I would invest much in something like this because he doesn't really have anything that increases burn damage or anything like that. I guess it would depend on just how good this damage bonus is. And then Fortify is actually a really interesting ability because it does only apply while you're defending, but it ends up reducing the damage received by, I think, 20%. Yeah, very good for defending. But again, at higher levels, he starts to get some more interesting abilities. At Respect 3, he gets a good heal block here for 2 rounds, which is always good. But then Resupply is a really good heal if you have invested in the Crippled and Overlord, because your focus stat is going to be so much higher. You're going to be recovering a lot of HP. So for me, I can already tell this is, Morgul Lieutenant, Orcs and Trolls, damage dealt. That's actually not terrible at all. Increasing the damage of Trolls by... Jeez, that'd be a pretty decent... Yeah, and he's got Grand. So, this right here. If you can get him to Respect 5, this is going to be, I think, plus 28 siege to any unit this guy's equipped with. So, for example, Alchemists, who already have a base siege of 30... just with this at max, they would have a siege of 58. That's incredible. This guy at rank 5, at Respect 5, is your siege commander, for sure. No question about it. So really, now that I take another look at his skills, to be honest, if you were able to get him to Respect 5 and level 50 with a bunch of extra... skill points, this guy could actually be a really, really versatile commander. He's got a lot of really good skills that can come in handy in different ways. Like I said, about the only skill that I'm not 100% sold on is Scorch. Yeah. Yeah, you can get some pretty crazy siege numbers with this one. Yeah, he does seem really good. I haven't invested a whole lot into him right now. He's only level 14. But I may, once I start getting some more high-level tiles, I may take some time and start mocking him. I've been trying to do some testing with commanders like Shagrat here because I was really intrigued when I started reading all of these abilities that give a damage bonus but inflict madness. So I'm hoping this guy pays off. I've still got to get him up some levels, but he's doing all right. Sharku is another one. Like for a T1 commander, Sharku can actually be really good. He's also really versatile if you can get him to rank Respect 5. He's got all the bonuses for Wargs. He's got crazy burn damage. The Conspirator tree is one of my favorites because of the madness bonuses. But then he's also got the Warband leader to add siege damage or resource gathering if you want him to go down that road. I think Agzok is a tier 1 commander that I highly recommend anyone on the evil faction to invest heavily in. He does more commander damage than anyone else I've got right now, and he's just insanely powerful, even just at Respect 3. This is the build that I use for him. I've got 1 point down here just for a heal block, and then everything else is focused on damage. Just damage, damage, damage. He does have some interesting abilities at Respect 5. He would prioritize... Well, no, he wouldn't prioritize ranged units with this one. He just deals extra damage. Is it... I thought he had one that prioritized. No, I guess he doesn't prioritize, but then he's got Heartseeker over here, which adds up to a lot of damage as well. I just didn't want to go down that tree. Yeah, I think, what was it? I think I got 194,000 commander damage with him yesterday. I don't know if I can find that fight. No, that one was only 127. I thought it was one against Rohan. Oh, maybe one of these guys. 154 on that one, yeah. Oh, maybe that was it, 154. Regardless, I was pretty happy with it. I love the guy's damage. Just a friggin' train. Another one that we've been paying closer and closer attention to is Kamul. Again, he's got the second in command tree, which comes with discipline and anticipation. I've gone with this tree right now. I was giving that a shot for the stuns, but I think I may end up, if I don't get him to rank 5, I think I may switch back to this tree, as the focus damage just seems to be better. But at rank 5, we were looking at the Black Easterling, and to me, these abilities seem really crazy. You would reduce your enemy's defense and your enemy's speed by 30, while increasing your own units' speed by 30 and defense by 30, at least 2. But then hamstring, their defense and speed are reduced 1% every round, up to, and so at max, that's going to be another 7% every round. Yeah, this one is the only one here that I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really use mounted units with Kamul, but these two definitely, I think, have a lot of potential. Because defense and speed are two really, really important stats in fights, in my opinion. Underrated, especially speed. Most people think it just affects march speed, but it also affects the order in which units act in battle, as far as I've seen. If you read your battle reports, you'll notice there might be some where your units attack first, others where your enemy's units attack first in a round, and that comes down to the speed. Alright, I want to share these reports with Rhino, so that he knows what to be using. There, I can spell. Go. Jeez. No, I cannot. Yeah, the fact that the Fell Beasts are so weak to archers, I think that's the only reason they are viable for us before level 50. Mama kills, I think, are going to be a whole nother story, because again, we don't have bonus damage against large units. Yes, speed does really matter on units. So let me see if I can find an example of it. Yeah, this is not a good one to use. Okay, so come down here. Okay, so round one begins. So Kamul, my commander, because it's in green, my commander attacked first. Then my snipers, then my halberdiers. His brutes. His cave trolls, my mountain trolls. Okay, so my speed is 177. His speed is 159, and I acted first. My snipers have a speed of 71. My halberdiers have a speed of 71. His brutes have a speed of 69. Both of my guys acted before his did. His cave trolls would have acted before my mountain trolls, but they were stunned. They have a speed of 49. And my mountain trolls only have a speed of 48. So they're close, but they're still that 1 point lower. And so they ended up acting after the faster cave trolls. So when you talk about debuffs, you're correct that if there are commanders that have certain things like this, round 7 against 2 targets deals a powerful poison damage. If this guy acts before you and your troops, and he's able to get this off before your units act, he could kill a lot of your units before they act. But if your guys are faster and they were able to get their hits in, well, at least they did some damage before they died. So it's things like that that make speed come into play. Yeah, these guys are large units, and like I said, we don't have any damage bonus against large units. So these are going to be a lot harder to take than Fell Beasts. Because at least we have ways of increasing the damage we do to the Fell Beasts. Alright, looks like I've dropped these tiles here so I can march on in. Now let's just march down here. Yep, boom. And then we're gonna send them. Send them all. The commander being faster, I think that only affects march speed. I don't think that imparts. Oh, yes it does, okay. So if you actually click on the stats, you can see all of the breakdown here. And yes, as you can see, army speed in battle. Kamul is giving them plus 8.8% in battle. March speed, he's giving them 8.9%. A really slow commander here, like Shagrat, he's only increasing the speed of my units in battle by 3%. So when you come up against somebody like Theoden, who's got a speed in the 200s, you can pretty well guarantee you're never going to act in battle before him and his troops do. Alright, let's see if we can take this bugger out. Screw it, let's go. Oh yeah, he's coming to defend. Oh boy. Alright, oh my. They are all piling on. We've even got somebody joining from way over here. Okie dokie. He's obviously got horses. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This might have been a bad idea. Holy crap. Yeah, as you saw, my trolls were just 1 point of speed shy from being faster than his. What's the normal speed on? I think 40 or 42 on mountain trolls normally. Yeah, 42. So I mean, I was gaining 6 points of speed and he wasn't gaining any bonus. So I was close. Now I don't know if it's a tie. I don't know if it if the units themselves are tied for speed. I would imagine then it comes down to which commander is faster, but I don't actually know how the ties are broken. Hopefully that cleared up speed a little bit for you, Rod. Well, let's see. Oh, wow. All right. I mean, that's a decent result for only having 1,500 raiders. Yeah, took out 40 trolls. I'll take that. That healing is just really underwhelming. Wow. Well, I guess, I mean, here I am looking at one that doesn't have any. Alright, Grandma, what do you got? How big a smack you giving him? Finished off alerts. And then, oh my god, almost 200 trolls. Like, that's just ridiculous. Maltalk, you can just leave. You're not gonna be of any use against those. You've done your part. Kamul should be able to finish those guys off. And then Grima should be able to take the camp. I think. We've got about half an hour left in this stream. I'm going to shoot for about 3 hours today. If there are any questions that you haven't gotten in yet, feel free to ask. I'll try and clear up whatever I can. Oh wow, all these guys too. Oh, they were easy though. Nice. And a level 30 Grima. Alrighty. I may pop on a little bit later for a bit of a late night stream. If I do, there will not be a face cam for that one. Once it gets dark in here, I can't really run the blue screen. Yeah, like unit type troops, except troll. What are those you use the most? So that has... It's kind of switched up right now because we were fighting Rohan. The main units that I was finding myself using were Crushers because I really like their armor break ability. The fact that they prioritize the lowest attack units and get bonus damage there is pretty nice as well. Snipers, these guys are really, really good because they prioritize ranged targets. They get bonus damage against them. But then this full protection means they receive less damage from melee units. So units on the good side like Dunedanes, that would usually be a pretty hard counter to archers, these guys can withstand their attacks a little bit better. As opposed to the Morgul Arbalests, Dunedanes would tear these guys apart. But I still use them every now and then because the dual blows and the poison damage is really nice. Poison damage counts as focus damage, so it will get through Oathbreaker's physical damage immunity. In terms of trolls, I really find myself using mountain trolls more than I do ravagers, mainly because of this. You know, the ability to keep other units alive in battle, to me, is generally more important than just having a random chance to attack all enemy units. You know, that's the exact opposite of prioritizing units, which we generally want to do. So to be honest, I've actually been finding Ravagers a bit of a disappointment. I don't use them as much as I thought I would. But Mountain Trolls, these guys, and to be honest, I don't mind. They're a lot cheaper to conscript than the Ravagers are. I've already got this maxed, and this is getting close. So I may just end up using Mountain Trolls more than I use Ravagers for the rest of it. Alchemists. These are a unit that I've been starting to use more, because once you increase their ability here, then even though this is a range of 16 damage, if you can high roll the 17 multiplied by 255 or 300 at max, that's a lot of damage. And then these guys, they're your main siege unit, as I was saying, where with Grond you can get these guys up to 58. So other than trolls and Mumakills, I think these guys have the highest siege. Corsairs are an interesting one as well for pretty much the same reason. They've got the burn damage bonus, but they have a higher base damage. They also have the avoidance. So there are options there. I don't use either of them as much as the other units. I find them more specialty. And then these guys, I did just get them available, but because of this ability here, people in Mordor have felt like any commanders with the anticipation skill that allows the unit with the lowest defense to avoid the first 4 instances of damage. That would give these guys their best chance at reaching round 5 and getting this big damage bonus, since 30 defense is generally going to be the lowest. Wargs, I do use wargs if I want to counter horses over dragoons. These guys are just too slow. I do like that they receive less damage from ranged, but I just find the higher speed, the higher damage, the damage against mounted units makes these guys a better choice generally. And then we've also got commanders like Maltok that make better use. Just make better use of wargs. You know, 30% extra damage, 40 defense, healing them for 160%, which, to be honest, I don't know if I just would need to get his focus stat higher, but the heal honestly doesn't seem to give as much as I thought it would. But that's the main reason I have wargs, is for commanders like that. And it all depends on what enemy I think I'm going to be fighting as to which units I'm conscripting at the time. So when I was fighting elves, I was conscripting, like I said, a lot of snipers, because I knew those would be a really good counter to the archers and Dunedains that they were going to run. But yeah, I guess quick answer would be snipers and crushers are the two units that I use most other than trolls. Oh god, that's just nasty right there. Oh, yeah, this guy's such a pain in the nards. Hate fighting this guy. I might just need to pull these guys off. They're probably gonna get their butts kicked. You're very welcome, Rod. Again, I hope it was able to clear things up. I hope it was the answers you were looking for. Quite welcome. Anytime. Yeah, I'm gonna pull these guys off. They're just gonna die to that, dude. That guy's, ugh. Yeah, they got reinforced by, he came over and reinforced, and then some other chieftain. This guy. Berserker's no good. I don't have enough experience with them, Mike, to totally say. I have seen a lot of reports with people using them. A lot of reports to great effect. I think my big issue with them is they work backwards. They work the exact opposite of the way they're supposed to. The longer berserkers spend in battle, the more crazed they become, losing their wits, even as their power increases. But if we look at fanaticism, damage dealt plus 10%. This effect gradually decreases every round. So they actually do less damage the longer the fight goes on. Yeah, they're unaffected by stun, so that is really nice. This is, I think, the same ability that March Wardens have. And yeah, I keep planning on using them just to try them out, but every time I go to conscript stuff lately, I've got units like crushers or snipers or trolls that I actually need for battles that I'm fighting. So once I have a little bit of time and resources to conscript some of these guys, I definitely will and start using them just to get the data, just to see what they're like. Yeah, I think it's one of the only units I haven't personally run in a composition yet. And like I said, same with Reapers, because I just unlocked them. But I do plan on using Reapers. I know that they're going to get benefits from anticipation. So I'm sure there's a build for Berserkers that works really well. I just haven't found it yet. The one thing I don't know, I want to find out, because these are classified as Urukai, not classified as orcs. So I don't think Urukai would get benefits from this, which disappoints me. I mean, they're technically a breed of orc, so I don't know why it wouldn't apply. I guess it would just be too broken. But, you know, if I could get Berserkers on a guy like this, which it kind of feels like you're supposed to, because as far as I know, Shagrat is pretty berserk himself. But it doesn't seem like the Berserkers would actually benefit from the damage bonuses well, they'd benefit from the damage bonuses, but they wouldn't be immune to madness, which wouldn't really be useful. Yes, Rod. I believe that would be a pretty deadly combo, so I'm looking forward to getting those Reapers up there and trying it out myself. If anyone has tried it out and knows for sure that it works and is good, feel free to let us know. If you're on server 4, feel free to PM me the reports. I'm always interested in that kind of information. I should probably start putting in the description of these things too, the links or whatever to the Discord servers. There's an official Discord server that the game developers run, and then there's an unofficial Discord server that was set up by some of the older veterans from old betas. I've joined both of them. I usually send links to both of them out to anyone that joins the Discord. They're great ways of keeping in touch with anyone that you've met in the game, staying involved in updates so that you know when live is going to release. That's how a lot of us were able to get in on the ground floor for this beta. We made sure to be up on those updates so we knew when the next beta was coming out. There's a lot of different channels there, a lot of different places to hang out and just have fun, chat with people, throw theories around, strategies. It's a good time. If you have Discord and want to throw your username in the chat, I will add you as soon as the stream is done. And I'll send out invites to those servers. If we've got anyone new joining the stream, welcome. If you've got any questions about the game, this is Lord of the Rings Rise to War on mobile. I'm playing it on PC through Nox, but it is generally found on mobile. Any questions about it, feel free to ask. If I don't know the answer, I'll try and find out for you. We can find out together. Just trying to help anyone have a bit of an easier time with the game. There's a lot to learn, and a lot that can be learned the hard way, which sucks. For anyone that has been with the stream since the beginning, sorry that I keep repeating myself anytime I see new people come in, but I like to make sure people know they've been greeted. I think I mentioned it on Wednesday as well. I didn't go into a lot of detail about it, but I want to give another big shout out to Harris Heller and the team over at Stream Beats. The background music that I use in all my videos and all my streams comes from Stream Beats. They have been gracious enough to put together a ton of different music, free of charge for anyone to use in things like this. And I mean, it's a lifesaver for anyone trying to start something like this. So once again, big thank you to them. I know Harris Heller has a YouTube channel. I think he's changed the name recently. Alpha Gaming is what I used to watch the videos on. It might just be called Harris Heller now, I think. But anyone wanting tips on getting started in streaming or YouTube videos or anything like that, that is an amazing source. I wouldn't have been able to get started with this at all if I hadn't checked out some of his videos and gotten tips and tricks and pointers and a little inside knowledge. All right, Rod, I will get you added on Discord once the stream ends. Like I said, I'm probably going to be ending this stream in about 15 minutes or so. Hit the 3-hour mark. As I said, I may jump back on a little bit later. A bit of a late stream. If so, there will be no face cam for that. But I'll still be here to chat with everybody, answer any questions. This is just this is one of those days that there's not a lot of exciting stuff going on, unfortunately, right now. Tomorrow, I hadn't planned on streaming tomorrow, but considering we're probably going to be attacking Ashen Plains Keep, I think I may see if I can squeeze one in. It seems like every time I'm not streaming, we have some big attack. Was it yesterday? We broke through Rohan here, and I got no video of it. Luckily, I recorded the defense of the Black Gate. I was able to get that video out earlier today. Oh God. It's gonna be 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to pull these guys. The Ravagers there. Okay, he's still marching back, still marching back. Oh, what? I didn't want these on him. What am I doing? Oh, wow. Awesome, Rod. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, by that time, I should have some more units conscripted. Yeah, the Fell Beasts are going to take another 2.5 hours. Still got 5 hours until the Ravagers are done. But by the time the Fell Beasts are done, I'll have a decent amount of Ravagers and Crushers. Why am I going with another 2,500 Raiders? I guess it's good to have on hand. I don't really need them, I don't think, but I said, it doesn't hurt. Alright, we got Kamul back in base. Where are you? You're down here now? Okay, so come over here and build ourselves a fort. Yeah, I think, if I remember right, too, I had... actually... These will just finish on their own in the same time the Fell Beasts do, eh? I guess there's no point in speeding that up. That'd just be a bit of a waste of gems. So we can bring him up to almost 4,000 snipers. Could toss a bunch of arbalists on him as well. How many Fell Beasts do you get? 5, so that brings me to 70. And then what? That's really, that just keeps them at normal. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, I guess because these guys are so slow. Oh, he goes to very fast. Wow. He'd be super speedy. Like, these guys do so well now on, what's his name? AK. Where the hell are you at? AK? Is he still marching? What? Where the hell's this guy at? But then I always want to have, yeah, with this I always want to have like some mountain trolls to protect these guys. But he definitely does well with these, so maybe I'll just get him set and ready. Oh, I'm not even recruiting mountain trolls right now, though. I'm recruiting ravagers. Why am I doing that when I said that I use more mountain trolls? Yeah, sure. 68. Alright, let's go. What do we need more of? Yeah, we just need more food. We got lots of stone. Into food. We'll go to 400, and the last little bit go, whoops, into wood. Bam. Alright. So now I'll get the proper trolls conscripting. Bam. Alright. So now that I've got the right stuff building, oh, now I need 10,000 stone. All right. And you know what else I'm going to do while I know I'm going to be off stream for a bit? I'm going to drop some tiles. Yeah, I still got a bunch of 60s. Holy crap. I haven't dropped these yet. I don't really want to drop grain, but Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Where are you? 18. 19. 20. Here we go. Yeah, because Grima is still down at 20, so he needs like 4 more hours, I think. Or no, more than that, because he's got 150 max stamina. It's probably back to the 6. He needs like 6. He needs like 4. So they'll be almost full by the time I get back. And we're back up to 5. Oh, it is always sad, unfortunately, to see people joining just as we're like 5 minutes out from the stream ending. But thank you for joining nonetheless. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. Best T1 Evil Commander skein. Honestly, out of the ones that I use, like I've got all of them, and the only ones that I'm using really heavily right now are Grima and Agzok. And to me, it's a toss-up between them for my favorite. Grima is great because of the madness. He also comes with the second in command skill tree. He might be one of the only tier 1 commanders, actually, if not the only, that has this skill tree, which is huge. That 35 extra defense, anticipation, the extra focus, and the damage dealt by your melee units is pretty big. And then the madness that you can get here and the bonus damage that you get from it is really nice. I went and pumped everything I could into Grima. Whenever I've got a lot of these, I would basically just come in and do this, and then just hit the button. That's why the other commanders that share that stuff are just at 5. Actually, okay, he doesn't share it. Agzok, though, is the other commander that I find really, really good as a T1 commander. He's got a heal block right here. All you need to do is put 2 points into Black Numenorian and 1 point into Black Arts, and you get access to the heal block. Other than that, I went with the Pursuer skill tree, and then I went Shadow of the Mist. I think I've got 1 point or a few points into Laceration. And he can pull off like 150,000 commander damage right now. Yeah, that's my Agzok build. And he can pull off some pretty insane commander damage right now, which I really like. And then Grima, that's the build that I use on Grima. I tried the Wizard's Assistant build. I was pretty underwhelmed by it because these are just so much better. Survivor can be handy with any extra skill points I get. After maxing Anticipation, I'll probably go Survivor into Prudence. But just because I don't use the other T1 commanders doesn't mean Gorbag isn't good. I've seen some really good reports from Gorbag using the interrogator tree. He can do some really nice healing with dress wounds. Gray leader, I think, yeah, I've seen a few people use gray leader, I think, but mainly I think the builds that I've seen have used interrogator and old orc. And then another T1 commander that I've seen do pretty well is Sharku. The arsonist and conspirator trees are really nice. You get all that burn damage here, as well as madness on the conspirator tree. And then the last T1 commander, in my opinion, that is like kind of top tier and worth investing in is Khaldun. I know I've seen a lot of people building the Spear Dancer tree for Envenom, Brawler, and then you can go in Experienced Warrior to boost the commander damage even more, or you can go with Easterling for some of the more defensive abilities with Khaldun. I'm trying Ugthak. I don't use him as much as I thought I would. I was really interested in his Searing Axe build. I think I went Urukai Elite with him as well. But again, I don't find I'm using him quite as much as I thought I would. For good factions, we get to buy Aragorn. We get to buy Kamul. So that is our Aragorn equivalent. And he's actually really, really worth it in my opinion, because he also comes with the second in command skill tree, which is one of the most important skill trees I think evil commanders can have. He does a lot of focus damage. You can gear him out for poison damage. But then this one I'm actually really interested to try if I can get him to respect 5. The Black Easterling reduces defense and speed by, that would be 30 for 2 of the enemy targets, and then it would increase the speed and defense of 2 of your own units by 30. And then Hamstring would reduce that by another 7% every round. So I think Kamul can be built really, really dangerously, and come level 50, he's going to be, I think, one of the stronger commanders that evil factions are able to use. Still got to do my friggin' tips from last night. All right, well, we have hit the 3-hour mark. I think that's going to do it for at least this portion of the stream. I'm going to go grab some food, get a few things done. And as I said, I will most likely be back in a few hours with another stream once I know that these are done. So what's this, 3 o'clock? So 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern time-ish. Probably another 2.5, 3 hours, and we will be back. Thank you very much, everyone that has joined me for the 3 hours now. I hope I've been able to clear up some questions, make things a little bit easier. If so, I appreciate... That doesn't make any sense, what I was about to say. Anyway, I appreciate everyone joining. If it did help, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. And until next time, good luck on the battlefield.